that we're looking forward to next year, but we have to get through this year. But we all know that, hey, we have to compete just as hard as they are, because next year when our time is up and we're on those first two lines, we gotta produce and do the same stuff they're doing. So.
Can you maybe go back to last year? I think Coach Frost mentioned you guys as like the hoodie posse or something like that.
Yeah.
Was that what it was? Black sweatshirt.
The black sweatshirt thing. Yeah, that was a really tough year, tough time for all of us who were injured. I mean, just like you said, I mean that wasn't planned. No one ever wants to have surgery. So when something like that comes about, you gotta just kind of have to stay focused on what your main plan is and get around and do what you have to do to get back to full strength. But yeah, no, I mean, it was as bad as it was nice knowing that there were some other people going through the same stuff I was. It was hard coming to practice every day and just watching. That was a killer. And I just wanted to go out there and hit someone, and but having a sling on your shoulder isn't always the best. And then sitting next to Cam, who had a broken forward tape with a leg injury, it was nice that I could go over to them and talk to them and say, hey, man, like, this is how I'm feeling. You feeling the same way? And they would say, yeah, and stuff like that.
How much of a sense is there within your recruiting class, like with guys who maybe sat out or haven't really come into their own yet, that you guys are a good class?
Yeah, I mean, we're all just really hungry now. I mean, I think that put a big chip on our shoulder that we still haven't proven what we can do yet, and I think this is a big year for that. And that as soon as we get our opportunity, we're not gonna waste it. We're gonna go out there and show that, hey, we can do this too. You just haven't seen it yet.
What did you think of the alternate black uniform?
I've only seen a leak of it, but like I said earlier, anything black shirt on it, I like.
What was I know guys take redshirt years differently. What was the most difficult part for you?
That's a tough question because everything was so new to me, and I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I've seen with my dad coaching, I've seen kids redshirt, I've seen kids who take it the wrong way, I've seen kids who take it and know their role and stuff like that. And I think that's one thing I really focused on a lot, was knowing my role. I mean, I knew that, hey, I'm a little undersized, I'm young, I don't know the schemes that well yet, I'm a new guy. I'm just gonna do my part on being as positive as possible with these guys. Being there for them when they come off the field, giving them high fives and stuff like that, and just like I said, know my role and just do the right things.
Did you travel at all last year?
I did not. No, I got hurt right before the first travel game. So
what's that like, watching your guys compete on TV and that sort of thing?
You feel helpless. You really do. Sometimes when things weren't going our way in the first half of the season, like I said, you feel helpless, but. You just want to be there and be there for your guys when you see them when they're down, especially in that Michigan game. We didn't come out like we should have, and just sitting there at home watching that game, it was kind of like, oh man, I just want to be there for them. But once the season picked up, it was still a really good feeling. And you also wanted to be there and celebrating with the guys, because there's nothing more exciting than sharing a victory with a team. But yeah, no, it was a little bit of a bummer. But I mean, like I said, there's nothing I really could have done. I just had to do was own that role and be there for the guys when they needed me.
What kind of physical gains did you make in the off season, and how much were you able to do that when you were injured?
I started when I came here. I was around 249. Right now, I'm sitting at 295, give or take, water weight. But yeah, no. Just lifting and stuff like that, trusting the process with Coach Duvall and just really doing what he told me and eating what Dave Ellis has told me to eat. It's been a significant difference between last year and then spring ball and then now. I feel a completely different person. When you're sitting at this heavy, you're not moved easily, so it's nice you can get your hands on people and really put force back.
When you have a shoulder injury like that, what do you like while you're recovering from that? How do you continue to make progress in the weight room? Like, is it a lot of lower body stuff?
Honestly, I think I came back stronger, obviously, than what I did when I got hurt. Just doing the rehab and stuff like that, you do a lot more exercises than you would without a shoulder injury. And then with a shoulder injury, you still got two legs at work, still doing lower body stuff and really taking advantage of having that time where you can't really be playing, but to better yourself in the weight room. That was one thing Coach Dawson did let me do last year before he left, was just work out during practice, during the first half of practice, and then come and watch practice at the end. But yeah, no, the strength staff did a really great job was working with me. Same with the training staff was working with me during practice with lifting and still developing me, even though I had one broken wheel. So.
At what point would you say you were back to 100%?
Right, or I would say about a Maybe a month before spring ball. I knew that's basically why I got the surgery when I did, was so I could get back for spring ball, because that was when I was going to learn everything, and that was my time really to start really developing and getting myself ready for this fall. So yeah, I was probably ready to go. I was doing some stud stuff about maybe 3 weeks to a month before we actually started spring ball.